Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided to challenge myself today with the Offenses Challenge, or the Offended Challenge. Let's see how many people I offend in this video. And by simple tactics, we're going to use the true definition of offensive, which is right here. And it says to upset, insulted, affronted, aggrieved, displeased, hurt, wounded, disgruntled, put out, annoyed, angry, cross, expressive, or not expressive, aspirated, indignated, irritated, piqued, vexed, irked, stung, galled, nettled, resentful, huffy, and the definitions just go on and on and on and on. To it's representful or annoyed, typical of a result of a perceived insult. So we're going by all the synonyms that could be incorporated to this word called offended. So this is everything that I do in this video. I'm going to go through word by word and explain how I can offend somebody and how it's almost impossible not to offend anyone. So without further ado, I'm going to start the Offended Video Challenge right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it begins in 3, hold on, let me do this right. 3, 2, 1. Hello. That's offensive. How's that offensive? I just said hello. Yeah, but hello is just using one particular vernacular. It's using one particular language. Asserting a language barrier in between you and those that do not speak your language. So your language is offensive to others that do not speak your language. Somebody can say that. Somebody can be offended by me just saying hello. Because I chose to use my language. My language is predominantly English. Why? I grew up in an English-speaking area. I grew up in an English society. I went to school and I learned English. Everybody in this area talks English. Sorry for where I grew up and what my experiences are. Why haven't you learned another language then? Well, because I don't have to learn another language anymore. With translators being on phone apps now these days, I could put a phone app on my phone here and translate if need be. Translation is not needed. Well, you're speaking in your native language, so you're given a superiority complex that your native language is better than others. How is that? When there is a translation button on YouTube. Can we please move on? Now, we've just covered one word here. We haven't even encompassed the full visuals yet. No, by the time a video starts, people can be offended by anything. The color yellow for some reason. They could be offended by that because they had a past traumatic experience with that color. They could hate it. They could dislike it. They could dislike some of my decorations, the way my house is set up, the way things look in general. And, sorry. That's just the way my wife likes to decorate. I don't mind it. Just please overlook it. If you're offended by anything that's in my background, then I'm sorry. There's nothing I could say about that. Visually wise. Oh, well, I don't like the clothes that you wear. You're wearing a Marine shirt, it representing the United States instead of other countries. Okay, you're offended by that? Alright, it's a shirt that I decided to throw on. And yes, I do respect our military because I live in this country. And I do appreciate what our military does for us. It gives us the freedoms to be able to do, to enjoy the freedoms that we do have. Without the military, we wouldn't have jack squat. So I will give appreciation and recognition where recognition is due. But you're still showing a superiority of your country over others. How's that? I'm just doing the video. It is up to you on whether or not you want to continue the video or not. Nobody's holding a gun to your head and making you watch this video right here, right now. If you're offended by Marines being on my shirt, then overlook it and listen to the message that I'm saying, or be offended and just change the channel because nobody's making you watch this. Oh, alright, so besides clothes, something that I can control, my hair. I'm offended by your haircut. I'm offended that you have stubble and not a beard, or you don't have a beard, or da-da-da-da. I'm sorry. I shave whenever I feel the necessary need to shave. Whenever I feel that it starts itching, I go and I shave. Other than that, I just do what's comfortable for me. Sorry. As far as my hairstyle goes, it's easier, it's convenient, just to zzz, 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 zzz. And it's a hairstyle that I've been used to for quite some time. So, sorry, it's what I've grown accustomed to. Now, anything else visually? I'm offended that you got blue eyes, a big nose, dangly ears, crooked teeth. I'm offended that you're white. I'm offended. What do you want me to say there? I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, seriously, what do you want me to say there? I mean, I can't help what I am. I mean, anything that was determined while I was in the oven, which basically means my mother's belly, then I had no determination over this. Determination of how I was going to turn out. I didn't get to choose on what I was going to look like. I didn't remember anything, so being able to choose, what I wanted to be before I was born. I mean, do you? Uh, I mean, if you do, I mean, congratulations. Maybe you got options that I don't know about. But if you want to blame somebody or blame me for being white, crooked nosed, have crooked teeth, blue eyes, brown hair, my earlobes are too big, I'm too skinny, uh, then blame it on the Creator. Whatever you think created us all, insert your belief structure and blame them right there. Because that's who needs to be blamed. Because anything that happened before I popped out of that oven wasn't my determination. Once I popped out of my mom, everything until then, or everything from then till now, I'm held responsible for. Daggone it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we just went over some of the visuals. Just one word of hello. And, of my normal everyday video, just me saying hello is considered offensive. Alright, let's continue on with my video. I'm Mr. Anger. Why are you angry? Why are you going to be so mad all the time? Why are you offensive? That offends me because you're mad all the time. Anger's bad. No, anger could be a good thing if you actually let it be, if you learn how to control it. Anger is nothing but an emotion. If you learn to control emotions, then you'll have no problem with it. But if you let emotions control you, then you might have problems with that particular type of emotion. Sorry if you've had past and previous experiences with people that were angry that have caused you to have traumatic experiences or anything like that. Sorry, that was on them, not on me. You are watching a completely different individual. You are not watching, me just to make comparisons based upon factual things that you had happen to you in the past in life and saying, okay, he's the reason because he looks the same. That makes no sense and no logical point of sense that I could ever comprehend. So, can we move on beyond, my name? But you decided to name yourself. Yeah, I decided to name myself Mr. Anger. Because, you know what? I have a lot of things to be angry about. And this is a good, safe place for me to come and vent my anger. And guess what? You don't have to watch this. If you feel offended by my name, please change the channel. So, can we continue? Alright. Today, why does it have to be today? I mean, yesterday's just as important as today. There's actually people that believe this. There's actually people that believe that the history is more important than what's happening here and now and get offended by people who speak in today's terms and in the here and now. There are people actually offended by this. Why? You can't stop the here and now from happening. It's happening right now. So I don't get that kind of offensive behavior or what they call or seem to be offensive. I don't get it. Maybe you can explain that to me. Today is today, and we're going to continue on with the day, whether or not you agree that today is the day or not. Or whether or not you agree that the past is more important than today. Time doesn't stop for nobody. That's just a natural fact of life. So if you're offended by that, then you need to start blaming the creator for the design of time, or the design of the day, or the design of progression of things, because everything progresses no matter what. It's just a matter of time. Now, I was going to talk to you ladies and gentlemen, about some things that are going on in the news. Why do you have to bring up the news? Because people like to talk about things that are going on in their world, because, you know, the news isn't always negative. You know, sometimes they do actually run positive stories. Albeit, though, I will say that it's a very rare occasion that they run positive stories, but, you know, if it bleeds, it leads rings true for a reason. And if you ever study journalism, like I have, then you would realize that if it bleeds, it leads is very much a true philosophy in America's news culture. But it brings up so much violent condensation, or violent imagery, and violent behavior, and violent thought processes. It's only violent unless somebody makes it violent. A person determines their actions. A thought process isn't violent of its own. You gotta make it happen for it to be actually truly legit violent. And that is basically on that person for making it violent, because it was their actions that caused the violence. Can we move on, please? Jesus Christ. Oh, why did you bring up that? You see, that shows religious preference. Religious preference? Really? Because of a simple terminology that I'm used to saying when I just get frustrated and just want to... Why? Because, you know, yeah, I'm sorry. I grew up in a predominantly, you know, kind of country neighborhood where the only thing we had was farms and schools, and if you wanted to do anything outside of that, you went to church. If you wanted to see your friends, you went to church. So yes, yeah, the Catholic Church and Protestant churches are quite predominant around this area. Actually, we have more churches than we have 7-Elevens. So, what's wrong? Why did you mention 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven isn't superior to other gas stations, to other... Oh my goodness. Okay. You know, 7-Eleven, they've been around this area for a while now, so it's what we're predominantly used to. And everybody likes to go to 7-Eleven and get a slushie every now and then. I mean, that's just the way it is around here. I don't know how it is around you. Maybe you have more options. Maybe you could think of other better descriptors, but I'm going off descriptors that were based off of that I could associate with my life. So sorry if I do not bring up your favorite daggone gas station chain, because I haven't grown up in the lifestyle that you have. Sorry, I'm basing things off of my lifestyle. You know, that's why I'm here. Okay, but that still doesn't excuse that you brought up the religious preference. Okay, so I went to a Catholic church. You know, when I think of the word, oh, Jesus, I'm thinking of, you know, I can't explain it. There's a lot of things in this world that we can't explain. There's a lot of things that happen in this world that we can't explain, and that we have no fathomable idea. And whatever explanation you give to that, you give it to the ultimate power that you think that is responsible for it. So in my book, it was always considered Jesus. You know, am I completely religious? Am I going to sit there and say that the Catholics and Protestants have it right? No. Even as a kid and growing up, I went to church and I used church to meet with my friends and stuff like that. Doesn't mean that I sit there, yeah, did I read the Bible? Of course. But did I sit there and go, oh yeah, I'm going to instill this into my brain and make it a pattern for the rest of my life? Because I observed that there was other patterns and other religious beliefs across the United States and across the globe. And some of them made just as much sense as the religion that I was taking part of. So that brought into questions to me about whether or not my religion, the religion that I was brought up on, was the right one. Because to tell you the truth, nobody in this earth knows if anybody's religious preferences is true and accurate or not. Okay, so for right now, Is there a higher power according to my book? Maybe. I mean, I'd like to think so, but could there not be? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what created us all. I don't know what created everything. The little science says there was the Big Bang. Well, what caused the Big Bang? Nothing just exists without existing. Something had to cause it. Something just doesn't exist. We can prove that now. So, how? 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 And what caused that? And what caused that? I mean, you think into the plethora of questions that lead to how we were developed and where we come from and how everything happens. To think that we know the answers is a little bit naive in my book. But if you believe in a higher power, then that is your choice. By all means, enjoy. As long as you're not causing violence or harm towards others over your beliefs, then what do I have to worry about you for? Just like with anything else that I get offended by, or that you get offended by. I mean, heck, we're 16 minutes into this daggone video. I've only gotten through, hi, my name is Mr. Anger, and automatically I've gone through a list of offenses that could pretty much offend anybody, everything, and anyone for any amount of reason. A simple dislike is a reason to get offended by something anymore these days. And the point of this video is to prove that, we need to face our dislikes and to accept our dislikes. Either you will accept the dislikes that you find in this video, everything that you find offensive, everything that I say is offensive, and enjoy the videos and just take it for, a grain of salt or for an entertainment value, or you can listen to what I say and actually see if I actually make sense, or you can just ignore me, because like I said before, nobody's holding a gun to your head and making you watch this video. I mean, daggone, what is this? I mean, Jesus, oh no, there I go showing religious preference again. Oh boy, oh God, pull up your skirt, ladies, because, things are about to get hairy. Oh, that's offensive. Why did you say something about ladies, sexual ladies? And you're a male. We didn't even go over that. In visuals, you're a male. Being a man is offensive. How? Blame whatever you think is responsible for my creation for that as well, too. Because I'm not responsible for that. I came out knowing what I was. I came out being what I was. I am who I am. Sorry, I'm not going to apologize for being who I am. Not to anybody, and you shouldn't apologize to anybody for being who you are. That's the point of this. Why is it we gotta apologize for everything and anything that we do, or it's getting asinine. 17 minutes into a daggone video trying to cover things that could have possibly offend people. I mean, and I can't even get through hi, my name is Mr. Anger. Really? Is this how you want society to be? I mean, to try to please everybody is just going to be impossible. It's going to be impossible. You can't please everyone. And in that retrospect, you should realize that since you can't please everyone, just stay away from that crowd. You know what? Just stay away from them. Just like, I don't watch particular videos that make me upset because I don't want to get angry. Why? Because I'm angry enough with the things that go on in the world without adding to it. But you're sexist for being a man. How is that possible? I mean, really? Blame the creator. Blame whatever you think. Insert your belief structure there and blame that right there. I mean, daggone, 18 minutes into the daggone video, we can't even get daggone past, hello, my name is Mr. Anger, without offending somebody. Oh, you're angry. I'm offended. Please, stop. Just stop. Just stop. I mean, what the heck is wrong with you people? I mean, why is it we constantly choose to find the things that we dislike? Why can't we find something that we like about one another? It's called common courtesy and respect. And that's the point of this video. Show each other common courtesy and respect and at least give them a try. You might not like how they look. You might not like how they talk. You might not like their voice. Sorry. Insert your belief structure there and blame whoever you think created me there for that one, because I have no control over my voice except when I change it on purpose. But, I do that to illustrate a different type of viewpoint and not to be a meanie or pick on people who have a different type of voice or anything like that. It's just the way I'm trying to present things. You see, everything can be offensive. Everything. And we need to stop looking for the negatives and everything. Why do we do this? I mean, I can't even go through a video. I mean, a simple video. I mean, we're 20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. And all I've said is, hi, my name is Mr. Anger. And by the visuals and by everything that I just said right then and there, I've offended quite a plethora of people. If we worry about what offends everybody else, we'll get nothing accomplished, just like this video. Find something mutual that you can get along and agree about. Why is it we gotta find a negative in everybody and then just disqualify them based off of that one negative? Oh, you got blue eyes. I don't like you. I'm sorry, blame our creator. Blame whatever you think created me. I can't help that. I don't like your voice. I don't like your color of your skin. Well, sorry. I'm not going to apologize for how I am. You shouldn't have to apologize for who you are. So stop making people apologize for being who they are. I don't get this. This is what makes me angry right now. I mean, we spend so much time just tearing each other apart, tearing each other down, playing the I'm offended card like it's, I don't know, like it's going to make everybody be non-offensive. Could you imagine a world that was non-offensive? I can't. Because I can't even make it through, hi, my name is Mr. Anger. How the heck am I supposed to make it in a world where I can't offend anybody? I wouldn't. And neither would you. I'm Mr. Anger. This observation of what can offend people and what can't offend people is over because I need to end this video. It's gone longer than I thought it was going to go, and I do apologize for that. But I did want to make these points. You know, we can't go by being offended. We can't not offend people. It's going to happen one way or the other. It is. You know, live your life. Don't apologize for who you are, and don't expect people to apologize for who they are either. Okay? As long as people are not physically harming anybody or destroying property, then why should we care about what they do? If you find it offensive, stay away from the activity. Stay away from it. Don't do it. And live your life the way you want to, so that they can live the life the way that they want to. Isn't that what true freedom is all about, ladies and gentlemen? Because on the path that the American society is thrown in front of us, and I'm the offensive, everything offends me, and everybody's so offended crowd that has come to light, if we are made not to offend, that's going to be physically impossible. We won't be able to accomplish anything. It'll never happen. So just be who you are. I'm Mr. Anger. Have a good day.